Alrighty, I'm going to hand you over to your MC for the evening, the lovely Natalie Furness.
Thank you, thank you, Susan. And thank you, Susan, for that introduction. That was great. So, as promised, I'm only going to do a really brief 5 minutes introduction on cryptocurrency because most of you in the room, from looking around, have some idea of what's going on in the industry. How many people hold cryptocurrency here? Wow. So, and how many people would say they're hodlers? Ooh, okay. And the rest of you, you actively trade and exchange your cryptocurrency? Or you're just not willing to admit what you do with your cryptocurrency? And that's actually the wisest thing to do. So we're just going to do a quick whistle stop of my recommendations to anybody that is looking at getting involved with the crypto revolution. So the first thing to say is anything that I'm saying, this is not financial advice. I'm not here to give you any advice, just my general opinion. So the first thing I'd recommend to everybody is please, please, please do your research. There are so many different cryptocurrencies out there that unless you do your own research, you're not going to know which one is suitable for you. You need to understand what they do, what they might be associated with, so you can make an informed decision about which one you might want to get involved with. So after you have selected the cryptocurrency in which you wish to purchase, you do need to think about your storage options. You then need to consider which exchange you may wish to purchase or utilize. Once you've chosen that, you can make your purchase and please keep it safe. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is cryptocurrency wallets. So we'll just a little bit have a survey. How many people here have paper wallets? Okay, old school. And hardware wallets. Interesting, I can see maybe 5 or 6 people here with hard wallets. Desktop wallets. Okay. Mobile wallets, the majority, and any other online wallets. Okay, we've got a few more. So I think the main thing we want to talk about here is the difference between hot storage and cold storage. People talk about this a lot. The most important thing to think about is the wallets that are at the top are the safest. Now, the reason why your paper wallets and your hardware wallets are often the safest is because they are not internet facing. Any wallet that you have that has any face towards the internet is less safe than something that is completely away from the internet. So our advice is, if you're going to be storing or holding a lot of cryptocurrency, that you consider at least utilizing your paper, your hardware. There are a few desktop ones that will completely pull things away from the internet if you're holding them in hard drives, but anything that's internet facing is going to be less safe. Generally, when we are looking at things that have been hacked or people have had their private key stolen, they always tend to be related to exchanges. So our recommendations is where you can, please try not to keep your money on exchanges. However, there are some exchanges that are looking at different solutions where they're pulling some of your currency off and holding certain amounts of it in cold storage and then certain amounts in hot storage. So again, do your research. So, cryptocurrency exchanges. This is not all of them. These are just some of the most utilized or well-known ones in the sector. Now, again, you're going to want to be thinking about what you want to achieve from your exchange. Do you want to be able to easily exchange your fiat into cryptocurrency? Is ease what you're after? Or is it more about the security? Is it more about how much volume you can trade or how much volume that you have? There are some cryptocurrency exchanges that actually require you to deposit a certain amount on that exchange before you can trade. So you've got to think about the risk reward when it comes to those things. Stay safe. When you have a wallet, you'll get a public and a private key. The public key is your address. It's the one that you'd share. It's like sharing your email address with somebody. It's allowed to be in the public domain. However, your private key is the password to your funds. If you lose your private key, you lose everything. If someone gets your private key, they can gain access to your funds. Make copies. If you do have a private key and you're looking at keeping it in a paper form, I mean, it is recommended that you don't even print your paper key. You actually handwrite it and you keep multiple copies of it, because there is no way there can be any digital imprint of that private key if you physically write it down. Not only should you write it down once, but if you're handwriting, if you know it can be a little bit dodgy, write it down a few times. So then you can always compare. Any mistakes can reduce access to your wallet and will completely destroy the access to your wallet, and no one is going to allow you to just reset your private key. We have to take responsibility for them. Another reason for making copies is in the event of a fire, a flood, an earthquake. Again, those things can be lost. Please do not send money without double or triple checking the wallet addresses that you are sending them to. There are so many people that just get one number wrong, and it's not like a banking system in which you can, ask for that money back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So please double, triple check. And if you are ever in doubt, send a small amount. So you can check where it's going. You can check that it's left your wallet and it's arrived in the wallet that you want it to be in. And please, please, everybody, beware of the scammers. There are so many people out there that are trying to replicate people's identities. I actually have a friend of mine that used to work for Ethereum, and we often double, triple check our identities on Telegram and WhatsApp, where we will actually talk to each other and then share a private code on another site just to make sure we're still talking to the same person, because there are so many people replicating other people online. On Twitter, you'll see, if you get big enough, you will realize that you will start seeing bots posting free ETH giveaway, I'm giving away free ETH, or thank you for your donation, or thank you for this. And they will try and come to you and they will ask for those things. So please don't fall for these things. Please make sure you know who your sources are and you're double checking your wallets. And that's here we go. Here's an example. If anyone doesn't know what a public and a private key is, this is a version of a Litecoin address, one you can share, and one that you keep super duper duper secret. So that's my whirlwind tour of an introduction to cryptocurrency, and I hope there's some information that will at least keep you a little bit safer. If you don't have a hardware wallet now and you want to talk about the different options, please come talk to me afterwards and I can have a chat with you about those. But please, everybody, go and get a hardware wallet. And thank you. So,